Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Dogfish Head. This is a new one. This is a mango Smoovie. So this is they call it a fruit tart ale with natural flavor, 6.5%. But they actually don't show the bunch of extra ingredients in there. So this is inspired by a mango Indian lassi. So it's got mango, tangerine, vanilla, lactose, rose water, yellow cardamom. Got those. So got to see Sam Calagione talk about it on the website, but you can actually see him. He actually still does videos representing some of the beers that they produce. And this was one of the experimental beers. Obviously, like nobody goes out of their way to say, "Hey, I'm going to do a gajillion hundreds of barrels batches of this guy." It's a small batch beer, and obviously it hit off quite well in their Milton, Delaware tap room. So why not? Let's roll this out nationally. If people like it so much, let's see how they like it nationally. So let's see. So the beer is, looks like fruit juice. Looks like these smoothie beers that we have a lot of times these days. It's actually builds a certain amount of head, which is surprising with all that fruit, but it's like a large bubbled head. Oh, looks like fruit juice, yeah. On the nose, interesting. Yeah, so I get that cinnamon and spice, cardamom, yeah, right? That kind of like pie crust thing. Yeah, for sure. He calls it pie crust, and I call it pie crust as well, but mango. The rose water pops up too. Without knowing what's in here, it's like a very confusing mind F of a nose. Because fruity, spicy, there's this like oated quality in there too. It's like sweetness, vanilla maybe. Yeah. When you see the list of ingredients, you sort of are able to pick them all out, but without knowing what they're there, there's so much going on. Yeah, oranges. This is very confusing. It's like a very interesting fruit spice beer. Ooh, interesting. This is fun. So I'd argue, definitely more tart, or more sour than tart. It's not simply just tart. This is edging on light to medium minus sour. Like tart, I like to call just slightly more acidic than regular beer. This is definitely a sour beer. If you don't like sours, you're not gonna like this at all. I'm not gonna be able to sell it to you. Oh, this is only slightly tart. This is definitely sour. But then it's just like, not a sweet mango, but a hint of mango. And then the fruity, like tangerine sweetness, and then the nice mouthfeel. And there's a creamy quality to it as well. And the spicy cardamom thing hits on the back end to dry it out and give this really nice savory quality to it. So it's like both sour, like it comes off as perception of sweetness without actual sweetness, and then a savory, spicy note on the back end. Oh yeah, carbonation's a little messed up though. I was swirling it a lot, but as a fruit beer, like carbonation is like sort of just like, I guess, gone missing once you pour it into the glass. But that works. I think the lack of carbonation sort of like bumps up the creaminess. Oh, that's such a weird beer. Yeah, it's such a culinary beer. That's a good one. For sure. These are the kind of beers that I listen to Steal This Beer, which is your podcast with Augie Carton of Carton Brewing. And these are the kind of beers that he likes to think about, like a bunch of flavors and sort of like intersect in certain ways and like create a sort of product that is more than the component parts. And this has all these like funny ingredients. You read the ingredient list, like, what are you doing with this beer? But somehow the base beer works with acidity, and then all the other fruits and the spices and the vanilla, and this and that, and the vanilla, like it works out. And rose water is so strong, but it's somewhere dancing in there, giving this like floral prettiness to help complement the fruitiness. I don't know. That's fun as hell. I highly recommend checking this one out. This is a perplexing one, but a tasty one. Let's go with it. Sorry, they moved the bell on me. All right. What do we give this guy? Let's give it a solid... We don't have enough beers like this. More beers like this should be made, in my opinion. 97. 97. I don't know. I just don't. Everybody's being so basic these days. Everybody's going smoothie, and it's not that I don't like those, but it's like, why not more spices inspired by dishes and the integration of different flavors to create something that like makes no sense on paper, but then somehow in the glass just like, whoa, like this makes sense and it's tasty. It's tasty, right? That's all that matters, right? It's tasty. And it's not overly sweet, it's not overly sour, and the smoothie sours can be too chunky, right? Like it's drinkable. You think about it, you don't have to think about it. It's tasty, right? It just does all these things quite well. And I wish more breweries would do stuff like this. And a large producer like Dogfish has knocked it out of the park with this one. I highly recommend it. It is a very tasty and interesting beer. And let's go with the 97. So until next time, guys, cheers. Let me know what you think. That is Mango Smoovie. Did not expect a delicious beer like this out of Dogfish Head. But I mean, they make delicious stuff, but like, you know, this was really interesting and fun. So until next time, guys, cheers later.